Your parents are suffering. That's why if you go around popping champagne, unxila, mawuthi uyapapa, we whisper in your ear, ekhaya. Go and look after your family before you make noise here and behaving like you are in charge of all of us. First, look after your families. That's what we teach each other in the EFF. How can you take care of society if you can't take care of your family? And when we are sitting here listening to the stories of how these comrades never forgot where they come from, we are very proud of them. And we should all learn from them. Fighters, the struggle is still going to be very difficult going forward. Many people are going to be unemployed. There is no plan by the current GNU to make jobs available for our people. Only the EFF has got a plan on how we are going to create jobs. When you enter this place, Engobo, I hope I pronounced it properly, you will see ekusha everywhere. But abelungu bathi ufuna umhlaba ufuna wenzani ngomhlaba Malema. But you are using the land here already and you don't need white supervision. You are the best in showing everybody, especially blacks, especially Africans, on what you can do with the land. Because there is no family in the Eastern Cape which does not make itself proud about having a sheep. That is an exemplary of wealth. You can be any rich anyhow. If you don't have animals, you are not rich. That's why they are showing us in action that imagine if you give us the land, what we'll do with the land. With these small pieces of land, already we are able to feed ourselves. As I was coming here, I said to Vuyan, look at that kraal. It had 3 skins of sheep. You can see here they slaughtered. These people know how to take care of themselves. There, where I come from, my grandmother used to have chickens. Shem uzaolamba. You will never slaughter that chicken until a special person comes from Joburg. Even the eggs, when she leaves to a funeral, she counts 1, 2, 5. She comes back, is 4, it's a problem. What happened to the other egg? Mara, here, everybody speaks about Ikusha. That is the land. When a person speaks about cattle, he speaks about the land. And that's how you need to understand the struggle for the land. That will never be proud as people without the land. Who needs jobs when you've got the land? Because when you've got the land, you are your own employer. You don't need anyone to employ you. You will use the land to feed yourself, and you will use your land to send your children to school. That's why we are fighting for the land. Because land is everything. Land is jobs. Land is houses. Land is mines. Land is agriculture. Land is banks. Land is schools and hospitals. Land is proper roads. You can never have piped water into your own houses without a land. Because that pipe must pass someone's land. And if we don't own that land, the Boers make us pay a lot of money to pass a pipe into our villages and give our people water. That's the reason why they oppose the EFF. It's a hatred for demanding the land. the return of the dignity of an African child. So you must know that this struggle is not an easy struggle. Because there are no police vans outside, unlike during apartheid, where you said, we're fighting police, we're fighting soldiers, and you could point at them. When you speak about economic power and the banks, our people don't understand what you're talking about. They look at you and say, how can you own the banks when? You are not demanding the banks. You are demanding the land where those banks will operate from. Why would you demand free education if you don't have the land to build universities where we'll teach our children agriculture, mining, and all different important sectors of our economy? Fighters here in Eastern Cape, we have no reason to be xenophobic. What do you mean by that? Because amaXhosa are found in Zimbabwe. Abumpofu bakhona apha eZimbabwe. So when you say asibafuni mabahambe, usho ukuthi everyone who has got a surname that sounds like Zimbabwean must go. It means the Mpofus here must also live. Abantwana bomzilikazi from the Zulu nation are found in Zimbabwe. The Tsongas in Limpopo and Guyana, they are found in Mozambique. The Basutus in Free State and parts of Matatiele, here in Eastern Cape, are found in Lesotho. They are your relatives. You've got children with them. Some of you during weekends, you even cross to go into an event across the fence. Ubuye unxilile without a passport. Mawuba soba uthi ufuna passport mabahambe mara ubuya eLesotho just yesterday. You are not aware. Someone has come to fool you and make you think there is a big problem for you to fight with your own neighbors. You said they take jobs. I asked the question. 300 Ghanaians went back to Ghana 3 days ago. Show me 300 jobs which were created after those 3 Ghanaians left. Say no, Mahama took 300 people back to Ghana. And as a result, here are 300 jobs that we created. Because bathathe imisebenzi yethu. Which jobs are they taking from you? Who wants to do these jobs that these people don't pay for? Because these people who come from outside South Africa, they are the ones who do those jobs during harvesting season in Stellenbosch, where they are not paid anything. And you will never want to do that job because we know our rights. We don't want slaves jobs. We want jobs that have got appointment letter with benefits, with pension funds, a letter that can confirm that you are economically active. Not jobs that are going to exploit South Africans. Which jobs are they taking from you? Who wants to do these jobs that these people don't pay for? Because these people who come from outside South Africa, they are the ones who do those jobs during harvesting season in Stellenbosch, where they are not paid anything. And you will never want to do that job because we know our rights. We don't want slaves jobs. We want jobs that have got appointment letter with benefits, with pension funds, a letter that can confirm that you are economically active. Not jobs that are going to exploit South Africans. That's why you will never go back to take those jobs. In Alexander, 1 year, they took away the Zimbabweans and foreigners who were selling apples and tomatoes on the streets. Said, Mabahambe, let them go out. After they chased them away, no South African went to that space to sell tomatoes and apples. Abantu base Alex were saying, hey, you know, we now travel long distance to go and get tomato. Because when you remove them, you must go in and sell tomatoes. Stellan Davin has got 500 million to give you to start those spaza shops, to occupy those streets and sell. But